A little girl broke down and got a much-needed hug from Kate after becoming overwhelmed to meet her in Windsor as Britain continues to celebrate the King and Queen's coronation today. The Princess of Wales knelt down and clutched the child, who was surprised when she and Prince William pitched up to join the party on the long walk this afternoon. Kate saw the little girl sobbing and appeared to say, "Do you want a hug?" To which the child, who was wearing a headband with Union flag, dealy boppers and navy dress covered in patriotic motifs, gave an unequivocal, "Yes." They then shared an embrace. The princess, who had crouched down to speak to her, continued chatting to the girl, who nodded her head and gave a small shrug as Kate patted her back. William and Kate made the unannounced appearance ahead of Sunday's star-studded coronation concert at Windsor Castle at 8 p.m. tonight as the King and Queen thanked well-wishers for their support. William was handed a can of Return of the King, a specially brewed organic coronation ale. He looked absolutely thrilled, and Kate smiled as her husband told the well-wisher he'd save it for later. Millions will be watching at home tonight, but tens of thousands have been in Windsor since early this morning to see Lionel Richie, Katy Perry and Take That perform in a star-studded bash. The Prince and Princess of Wales greeted people for around half an hour on the long walk at Windsor Castle. William, dressed in a navy suit, took selfies and hugged members of the public. The prince was seen making jokes and asking children how old they are. Kate, dressed in a light blue blazer, dark trousers and white Vega trainers, also greeted crowds and thanked members of the public who told her she looked amazing at the coronation. The couple told people to enjoy their picnics and told well-wishers they were so thankful the sun had come out for them. To the delight one little girl, the Princess of Wales crouched down to speak to her and admire her dealy bopper headband. But it seemed like the excitement of meeting a real-life princess was just too much for the young royal fan to bear, with the youngster bursting out into tears immediately. Catherine appeared to ask her if she would like a cuddle, to which she immediately replied, "Yes, please." The charming moment was all caught on camera by the little girl's mother, who also appeared to be overwhelmed with emotion. The princess, wearing a powder blue blazer, then bid the family goodbye and moved on to meet others in the crowd, including more lucky children who were overjoyed to also be offered a hug. The Prince and Princess of Wales greeted people for around half an hour on the long walk at Windsor Castle. William, dressed in a navy suit, took selfies and hugged members of the public. The prince was seen making jokes and asking children how old they are. Kate, dressed in a light blue blazer, dark trousers and white Vega trainers, also greeted crowds and thanked members of the public who told her she looked amazing at the coronation. The couple told people to enjoy their picnics and told well-wishers they were so thankful the sun had come out for them. One woman in the crowd complimented Kate on the headpiece, by Jess Collett x Alexander McQueen, she wore at the coronation, telling her, "I loved your headpiece." The item featured silver bullion, crystal and silver thread work, three-dimensional leaf embroidery, and in response Kate touched the woman on the shoulder as if to say thank you. The prince and princess continued to chat to the well-wishers and finally ended their walkabout, which lasted 40 minutes, with a wave goodbye. At one point, Kate, wearing a pale blue blazer and white top, picked up a small Union flag on a stick which had fallen on the floor and handed it to the well-wisher, who dropped it. Scores of people crowded around the Prince and Princess of Wales in Windsor, with William crouching down to chat to a boy and girl wearing golden crowns. The prince and princess looked relaxed, with William telling one group of well-wishers, "Enjoy the concert tonight." The couple's appearance came shortly after Buckingham Palace issued the first public statement on behalf of Charles and Camilla since they were crowned. A palace spokesman said the King and Queen were deeply touched by the nation's celebration of their historic coronation. Their Majesties were deeply touched by the events of yesterday and profoundly grateful both to all those who helped to make it such a glorious occasion, and to the very many who turned out to show their support in such numbers in London and further afield, he said.